To another episode of the things we want to see in FIFA 20. This series aims to showcase the opinions of the people and what they would like in FIFA 20. So we're going to be talking about a few different things today, and I hope you do enjoy the episode. If you do enjoy the episode, leave a thumbs up for me. Let's get to 500 likes, and if you're new around here and you want to see more episodes in the series, hit the subscribe button today and the notification bell, and you won't miss anything. This series is driven by the community, which means if you want to keep it going, you need to leave your suggestions. So basically, use your imagination, say whatever you want to say. What do you want to see added into FIFA 20? Leave a comment down below, or you can send me a list on Twitter or Instagram. So the first one we're going to start with today is from Jack, and he wants to see licensed referees in FIFA 20. I do think it's time EA put some licensed referees in the game. I don't think it's that hard because they already have a good relationship with the Premier League. I think they'll probably start with the Premier League if they were going to do some licensed referees. The thing is though, the Premier League referees already have their proper names in the game. If you look at career mode and you do a Premier League match, you can see a referee like Lee Mason or Mike Dean. They will come up as the name of the referee in the match preview. So I don't see why they can't do it, because they already put the proper names anyway. It would be nice to get the licensed Premier League referees in the game, because currently when you see cutscenes with the referees, it just looks terrible. They look so generic and it just doesn't suit the part anymore. Like when you play with proper star heads in the Premier League and then you see those generic refs, it just looks terrible. Next up, we have suggestions from Jacob and Casper. They were pretty similar, so I put them together. But Jacob wants to see stadiums and licensing for smaller European leagues like the Polish League and the Swiss League, because they have European history. And Casper wants to see some Polish stadiums in the game as well. He wants to see the Stadion Miejski and Stadion Energia. I know I made them sound probably Spanish, but they are Polish stadiums, and I'm going to put the picture as you can see on the screen. So you guys probably know by now, but I do support the idea of adding more stadiums from the rest of the Europe category. Now, there's only 14 stadiums that are licensed in FIFA 19 that come from the rest of the Europe category. I'm not including the UK and the Spanish La Liga stadiums because, you know, they're two different things and there's a lot of stadiums in those two leagues. But I find it pretty disgusting that we only have 14 licensed stadiums from outside the La Liga and the Premier League. So there's only a few from Germany, a few from Italy, one or two from France as well. And then we have some outsiders that make the list as well. I do think there's going to be more licensed European stadiums coming to FIFA 20 because maybe we'll see the Bundesliga full treatment make its way into the game. So that's going to bring in maybe 15 or 16 German stadiums, which would be nice. Hopefully in the future we can see full treatments for the Serie A and the French League as well. That would be really cool for career mode people to have licensed stadiums for these leagues. And basically we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. Carson wants to see the A-League TV broadcast overlay in the game. Now, being an Australian myself, I would like to see it in the game. The only thing is I don't really have high hopes that it's going to be added because EA don't really care about the A-League. There's barely any star heads in the A-League. There's no Australian stadiums in the game, and the A-League has been licensed for like 10 years now. So I have my doubts as usual, but it would be nice. So this next one is pretty important. It comes from Kent, and he says we need more choices for kits. For example, United wore white shorts in their Premier League match against Chelsea, and usually in their home kit they have the black shorts. So on the left is the home kit that they usually wear this season. They have the red top with the black shorts and the red socks, which have a bit of black in them as well. But against Chelsea they wore the red top with the white shorts and the red socks. So obviously they were allowed to change the pants. In FIFA 19, if you want to do this, you can't do it. You basically have to wear the home kit or the away kit as it is. You can't change individual parts of the kit. And I actually have a nice concept image that was from an older FIFA game that someone designed, but Ryan sent this image to me, and this helps explain what I'm trying to say. So basically, it's like your normal kit selection menu, but it's more divided, so you have options to just individually change the jersey or the shorts or the socks. So this would be very useful when there's kit clashing in career mode maybe, or normal kickoff mode as well, because at the moment if there's a kit clash, you know, you're pretty much stuck. You have to wear whatever the game gives you. But with this option, you can just change the color of the shorts and you can avoid that kit clash sometimes. So we have a few league suggestions up next. The first one comes from Ricardo. He wants to see the Portuguese second division in FIFA 20 to help with his Portuguese career modes. Obviously, having a second division is good because you'll get promotion and relegation, so you're not playing the same teams over and over each season. And Muzza wants to see the Scottish second division in FIFA 20, probably to help his Scottish career modes as well. It's all up to EA though whether they want to add these leagues in. So unfortunately I can't read this name out because it's in a different language I think, but I can still read their comment, and it says they should make player career mode more like the journey. So I know a lot of people don't like the journey, some people didn't play it at all, but as I was playing the journey, I was thinking, this could be in player career mode, this could be in manager career mode. I don't know why they just don't transfer it across. It's so cool to see that EA can actually do it. They just don't want to transfer it across yet. So in the future, I'm going to make a proper video showcasing all the things that EA can take from the journey and transfer them over to FIFA 20 career mode. And I'm excited just thinking about this video because I think it's going to be a good video. But for now, I'm just going to touch on a few things. So in terms of player career mode for this episode, they could do like the player of the month thing where you hold up a custom foot card. And there's also post-game interviews, which is pretty crucial for a player career mode as well. And there's also heavy customization that was actually in the journey but not in career mode yet. So you could add tattoos and all that stuff into Danny Williams and Alex Hunter. So those are just a few things they could transfer over. I think the journey is a good template for career mode, and because the journey's ending now, hopefully they do get inspired by that and start adding some of those things into career mode now, because I think that would improve the game mode a lot. So this one is from Extreme Gamer. He wants to see the Euro 2020 license and expansion DLC in FIFA 20. So obviously when FIFA 20 comes out, they will have the Euro 2020 in real life. So just like we had the World Cup mode, there is a good chance that if EA has the license, they will do the Euro 2020 DLC as well. Just like they did the Euro 2012 one back in the day. PES had the Euro 2016 license and they did a game mode for their game. The problem is though, when I did research on the Euro 2020 license, I read a statement where UEFA ended the agreement with Konami for PES 2019, and it said, "It's been a very cooperative and mutually beneficial partnership. UEFA would like to thank Konami for its tremendous commitment and support to UEFA club competitions for the last 10 years, and we look forward to continuing to work with Konami in the sphere of UEFA national team football." So no one knows what exactly this statement means at the moment, but to me it sounds like Konami still holds a license for UEFA international tournaments. They only left the club competitions behind. I guess it's still very early days, like we're talking a year and a half in advance still, so there's no use stressing over this, but it's still an interesting topic. But right now no one knows much information about it because it's all pretty confidential stuff, and they'll release information to the public as the Euro tournament comes closer, and only then will we see if PES still holds the rights to it or FIFA has acquired the Euro license as well. This next suggestion comes from Copy93. He wants the ability to play with classic teams like Man United 1999 or the Arsenal Invincibles or Barcelona 2009, just to name a few. I think it's a really cool idea / concept. I don't think EA is going to do it though anytime soon. In PES it's a little different. They have option files which lets people design their classic option files and import it into the game. It's a really nice option file. You should check it out if you have PES. But in FIFA there's no option files, so we can't do it. EA won't do it. So if you really want to play with these classic teams, I suggest you buy FIFA 99 if you want to play with Man United. FIFA Football 2004 if you want to play with Arsenal Invincibles, and FIFA 09 if you want to play with the Barcelona team. That's the best way to do it at the moment. Don't expect EA to do classic teams anytime soon. So if you've been watching the Premier League recently, you may have noticed teams wearing poppies on their shirts. This is to honour Remembrance Day. And because a lot of you guys are from the UK, you watch my videos, you guys have been sending this one in for the series, but the first two to do it was Cameron and Zach, and they told me they would like to see poppies on the jerseys and a minute silence as well in career mode to reflect what happens in real life. You guys know that I'm always encouraging more realism into FIFA games, and I think the poppies would be a nice touch, especially considering it happens in the real Premier League games as well. So I don't have an issue with it. I would like to see it in FIFA 20, but it's all up to EA at the end of the day. Next up is a joint suggestion from Barnes and Toby. They want to see some South African stadiums added into the game, but most importantly, they want to see the South African League added into the game. I have had a lot of people actually telling me that they want to see the South African League in FIFA 20. Now, I didn't think this league had much demand, but doing this series, it turns out that there actually is demand for it. So I guess that is the end of today's list. If you want to help continue the series, make sure you leave your suggestions. What do you want to see in FIFA 20? Leave a comment down below, or you can message me on Instagram and Twitter. And if they're good enough, I will add them to the list for a future video. If you missed the last episode we did in this series, make sure you click the card right now.